Thank you so much for joining us here on African Diaspora News Channel. We'd love it if you give us a big thumbs up and share the broadcast. This assists us in getting our message out to more people. And how many of you all know that's so important? Because we, the true grassroots, independent, alternative Black media, are the counter voice to the oppressive class media apparatus. Thank you so very much. We never take it for granted, our ability to convey messages and get knowledge and information out to the world. Very important work that you help us do. Family, I am so just, y'all see, I'm just sitting here thinking of words. I'm just outraged. Was outraged when I heard this interview with Professor Mark Lamont Hill and Dr. and also Professor Michael Eric Dyson. Now, I was one of the first ones to break this news on my social media platform at Vicki Dillard on Instagram in particular, and then some of the other personal platforms I have. And I was so glad to see other folks discuss this. Of course, shout out to our brother, Phil Scott, right here on the African Diaspora News Channel, did a brilliant job of breaking down what's really going on. But I'm so glad so many others are picking up this story, because I was just, again, no words. I mean, I have a whole dictionary, a book of words, not the dictionary of dictionary, Vicki book of words, and don't have no words for this madness. Talk Black to me. So this was so crazy, family. The conversation, which I won't torture you for this 8 minutes and some seconds, but I want you to watch this very brief clip of something in particular that they said.
We're saying, let us get in the room and do what we do. Think, critically engage, parse competing evidences, look at those facts and see what emerges of, quote, the truth. That ain't what we're doing, though. What we're doing is, like you said, we're putting people in a room, they got ideas and opinions, and they feel equally compelled, and they don't feel a sense of deference and a sense of recognition or reverence for the kind of scholarship that you and I wield. It is astonishing. And not only that, it's bewildering, but it's devastating and dangerous to the process of American democracy, I would argue.
Does it hurt your ego ever the comments that you have to read, the debates you get in where suddenly, you know, people, again, who may not actually measure up. And I'm not talking about the degrees and the elitism kind of approach. I'm talking about people who simply don't know enough to be in the conversation. And when people choose them over you or me or whoever, right? I mean, is there a way do you ever take it personally?
Oh, yeah, it hurts because I can't take it doggily because I'm a person. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I take it canonically. You know, the canine. Yeah, it hurts because you have invested your lifeblood into trying to marshal facts against white supremacists who were doing what now Black people are doing on the blogosphere. What Black people are doing on the blogosphere is what white supremacists did 50 years ago. Make up stuff, don't read no books, project their own ideology, look at their frailty, fragility, and fear, and project that onto you. Dog.
Okay, family, did you hear him say it's dangerous? And then he compared literally Black bloggers, Black online users, and generalized us all, tantamount and equal to white supremacists of 50 years ago, making no distinctions. Family, the trick of their degrees, the trick of their education is evident in their mere chit chat. It is written in the sacred text that that the Most High would use the foolish things of the world to confound the wise. They don't even know that they're being played by the higher realms. And the limits of their knowledge is nothing to brag about. We have no reason to defer to them. Why? Because it's gotten us nowhere. We're still fighting for voting, equal jobs, equal pay. Everything is still a devastation. So the results of your knowledge, well, there are no results of your knowledge, which makes it irrelevant. You don't get credit because you can articulate well. We're not going to pontificate ourselves to freedom. And you think we're too stupid to know the difference. And so because you mad about your lack of bones and biscuits that Master is giving you. You are mad that we're in the room with the rest of you all and that we actually have a voice. Let me tell you something. I teach supernatural metaphysical courses because if you are not divinely aligned, you will misread the signs on earth. If you even believe the Sunday school version of the story of Joseph, Joseph had a bunch of brothers. His brothers was trying to kill him. So instead of killing him, they sold him into slavery. They sold him into a captive land, a land that wasn't his own. So while he was in the land of captivity, he ended up being accused of a crime he didn't commit. So he ended up being imprisoned in the land of captivity. But he had a prophetic gift where he could interpret dreams. The leader of the country, the Pharaoh of the time, had a dream that none of the Howard or Harvard educated could answer. Of course, I'm acting like there was a Harvard and a Howard of the day. But none of the elite, none of the most educated could crack the code to give him an understanding. So they had to go get a felon to give the interpretation. And the interpretation blessed the entire country and the surrounding world. Shame on you. But your weakness and your uselessness to Black progress is on display. And thank God. Thank God. My name is Vicki Dillard. Thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to check out my store, my yummy products like my angel calendar at VickiPlanet.com. That's my website. The link should be somewhere below. I've had supernatural encounters with divine messengers, and I give you sacred hints in this calendar. This is not a regular calendar. If you're not into supernatural stuff, baby, this ain't for you. But if you are, you want to get yours today. Be sure to share this broadcast here on African Diaspora News channel and subscribe. I can't wait to see you again.